At RGL, we provide forensic accounting services in a variety of legal cases. And one of the ones I remember the most was an arson fire case. And this guy was a garment fabric buyer and would make clothing out of the fabric. His business mysteriously burned to the ground and all of his inventory was gone. And we were retained then for insurance claims. And we started digging through the records. And what we realized is that every invoice he was paying about $1 a foot for the fabric. But there were 7 invoices that he was paying roughly $9 a foot for the fabric. He understood if you faked purchases, you have to account for them somehow. And since he didn't pay that money for them, he booked them all as receivables. Then he realized, well, if I've purchased all this stuff, my financial statements are going to show I'm having great losses. So I have to fake sales also. So he actually manufactured sales invoices to show that his business was selling more. But that wasn't enough. He was very thoughtful about how he did this. He realized that when you're faking sales, you've got to have money going through your bank account. So he started transferring large dollar amounts from his personal account into his corporate account. The district attorney picked up the file and took it to trial on a criminal side. And I testified in the criminal case, and the key last question the opposing attorney asked me, "Mr. Kars, I want you to look at my client's tax return." I said, "Okay." He said, "What is the net income on the tax return?" I said, "The net income's about $125,000. He said, "Well, you said my client didn't make any money and he had a motive to burn his own business down. What would the tax be on $125,000? I said, "Well, the tax would be about $45,000. And this is where he went awry. He asked me, why? Why would anyone pay $45,000 in taxes if they didn't owe it? I said, "Well, first of all, the tax return's not signed, so it probably wasn't filed." I said, "Secondly, I've gone through every check from the minute this guy opened his business till the day it burned down. There is no check to the IRS for $45,000. He never paid it. And third, even if he did it and paid it, that was an investment to get a $10 million return in this lawsuit. That's why." At that point, he said no further questions, and that guy went to jail for 3 years.